you'll find your water, I guess.
My name is Candice. I did 2 years of prepa in France. Then I entered an engineering school in France as well. And I chose to join the EPFL for my master.
My name is Catherine. I'm American, so I did my bachelor's degree in the US at the University of Southern California in economics and mathematics.
I chose to go to EPFL because I was very interested in statistics, and they just opened the master in statistics. So it was quite luck that this master was created at the same time I was looking for a master.
For me, I chose the master's program in statistics here at EPFL because I think that statistics is something that applies kind of to all parts of life. Obviously, I love math, and I think it's hard to do statistics if you don't love math. But more than that, I think I wanted to be able to use math in a more applied sense.
I really like Switzerland. I'm from actually a neighboring region, so I was very happy to be able to come back to my mountains and my friends and my family. So for me, it was also a personal choice. I think the strength of the statistics program is that we get very rigorous and strong foundations with mathematics theory, but that we can apply. We work a lot on causality, for example, which is not something that is really touched in other programs. And that is actually super important if you work in biostatistics like Catherine did. You need those causal effects to be accounted for. Usually the statistics programs are oriented towards a certain field, and at EPFL it's not the case. It's very general, and then you get to choose the courses you want to specialize in the field that you are actually interested in. Or you can also choose to not specialize and keep it very broad. So I think this choice makes a EPFL statistics program super interesting, because you get to study what you actually feel like is interesting for you, and you keep this rigor and this broad perspective, and you can apply it everywhere afterwards.
So I think one of the great things about the statistics program is it's not a huge program, so you get to know everyone in the master's very well, to kind of have that base of people that you know well and you see every day. One great thing about the master's project here in statistics is, though we have a lot of courses that are very rigorous and are very theoretical, we also have the opportunity to go do an internship in a company, or you can do it in a research lab, but I chose to do one in a company. So I did my internship at Onward Medical, which is here in Lausanne. They make neuromodulation devices for people who have spinal cord injuries. It's a type of electrical stimulation that provides therapy to these patients. What I got to do was definitely using a lot of the applied skills that we learned here in our courses, data visualization. I was able to work both on the data that they get from patients who use their commercial devices, and also I was able to help a bit with experimental setup for their clinical trials.
So the great thing about the master at EPFL is that we already have a lot of projects to do during the courses, and my projects were actually quite theoretical because I really like this approach. But then now I'm doing a PhD, and I chose to go back a bit more in the applied field, because that's also very great to get results on actual problems that we want to solve, and not just theoretical ones. And so for now, I'm working at a lab where I do synthetic population generation, which sounds a bit strange maybe, but basically we're trying to model the population and to be able to regenerate the same characteristics. And this is very useful because then you don't need actual data where you have a lot of privacy issues. So this is a great application of statistics method, in my opinion. EPFL is very known to be prestigious, and the courses are rigorous. It can feel intimidating, and it can feel like your life will revolve around the courses, but actually the program is designed so you also have time to enjoy all those associations, those sports, those cultural stuff that you can do outside of the courses. So my advice would be to not feel overwhelmed by all those courses and all this choice, because you will find a way to combine that with also a lot of social life.
Life outside of campus and off of EPFL, Lausanne is obviously a spectacular location. There's great stuff to do all year round. Obviously, we have the lake, we have the mountains. The city itself is very vibrant and diverse because of both of the universities that are here. So for me, I think that gave me some great opportunities to also, make friends, not just on campus, but outside of it. If at first you come and you feel very out of place, or, kind of like a fish out of water, you'll find your water, I guess.
C'est bien en vrai.
Merci.